A couple weeks ago, a friend reached out and told us about a few Mustang fillies that had recently become available for adoption at the Wind River Wild Horse Sanctuary in Lander, Wyoming. Since Jason had been wanting to adopt his very first Mustang, we decided to make the trip down and look at them in person. We really liked all of the fillies that we looked at. They were calm, thoughtful, and seemed to have really kind personalities, which was important to both of us. Especially for Jason's first Mustang, we wanted horses that felt willing and level-headed so they could not only succeed during the gentling process, but also eventually adapt well into their forever homes once they were ready. After spending time watching them and talking it over, we made our decisions and filled out all of the BLM adoption paperwork online. Then, a couple of days ago, we made the trip back to officially pick up the girls and bring them home. Now these two fillies are officially part of the Mountain Belt crew, and this marks the beginning of our husband versus wife Mustang Gentling Challenge. Each of us will be working with one Mustang, documenting the process day by day as we build trust, work through those first steps of gentling, and see how these mares progress over time. This challenge is all in good fun, but the horses come first, always. We are not here to rush them or force milestones. Every Mustang is different, and our goal is to work at the pace each horse needs while showing the real process of bringing wild horses into domestic life. We also hope this series encourages more people to consider adopting a Mustang someday. These horses are smart, athletic, and incredibly capable. And there are so many amazing Mustangs still waiting for homes. So with that said, welcome to episode 1 of our husband versus wife Mustang Challenge. And if you like these fillies, then stay tuned because they will eventually be up for rehoming once we're finished gentling them.
What are they? What are they?
All right, we have a really fun video today. So, as you guys know, we wanted to do a husband versus wife Mustang challenge for a while now. Jason has never gentled a Mustang before, and so he got first pick. And if you guys watched our video over a couple weeks ago, we went to Wyoming, and he really fell in love with this little red roan filly here. So she is a 2-year-old. She is from White Mountain HMA in Wyoming. And so then I was left with having to pick the Mustang I was going to choose for the competition. So there was only 2 others available. There was a curly mare, and then there was a little red cow pony mare. And I chose the little red cow pony mare. So she is also a 2-year-old from the White Mountain HMA in Wyoming. She is small, but she's mighty. These girls were rounded up when they were about probably 6 months old. They told us around 2 months old, but I did find some pictures, at least of the roan, out in the wild, and she was definitely older than 2 months when they rounded her up. But yeah, probably not much older than about 6 months. They weren't weaned off their moms yet. And so these girls have been in holding for about a year and a half or so. And so they're pretty gentle. I think this particular HMA tends to have fairly gentle horses anyway, but then also being in holding since they were little babies, they're pretty gentle. So this girl is very curious so far. We have not yet worked with them. They've just been hanging out here for the last couple of days. We had this whole dry lot open for these 2 girls. They've been in together, and we've just been letting them kind of chill and hang out and just get acclimated. We've got them on a little bit of some supplements, and starting with our Mustang Honey, we decided that all Mustangs that come in, we're just going to put them on an ulcer medication, or a feed through, I should say. It's not really a medication, but a feed through just to check on that. These girls do not seem stressed, but we're going to do it for them regardless. So they've just been hanging out, adjusting to their new feed routine, and yeah, so we have not yet done anything with them. So how we're going to do this is we're going to do a competition between Jason and I. And we're going to have certain benchmarks that we want to meet, like taking the tag off, first haltering, first touch, all that kind of stuff. Each one of those is going to be worth 5 points, and those points go to whoever does it first. So we're going to be timing these sessions. We each get 1 hour with our Mustang. For the first couple of days, we're going to be doing a couple sessions a day. So we'll do an hour in the morning and an hour in the evening, each one of us. And but we get the same amount of time with our Mustangs. And then, yep, whoever meets those benchmarks first gets 5 points. Then we're also going to have some challenges. So I think we'll probably do weekly challenges. And we'll just either set up a little obstacle course. Maybe it'll be a trailer loading challenge. We haven't decided yet what the challenges are going to be. But we'll set up a challenge. We'll both go through it. And then we'll have you guys vote on who did best. So whoever wins those challenges gets 10 points. And at the end of it, I think we'll do this for a month. At the end of it, whoever has the most points is the winner of our little Mustang challenge. Now,
we need a buckle or something. Like a Mustang challenge buckle.
We do. That would be awesome. We should do that. That'd be hilarious to wear. We need one that's like this.
A Dale
Brisby buckle. Mustang challenge.
Oh man, that makes me want to win really bad.
We'll see. Maybe we'll get a buckle. Obviously the horses come first. So even though this is a challenge, this is a competition between us, we're not going to push these horses more than they can handle. So that's the main thing.
Unless it means I get a Dale Brisby buckle.
Jason's going to push his roan. I'm not going to push my chestnut. No, I'm just kidding. So no, the horses come first. Our horsemanship comes first. So all that being said, this is just for fun. This is a fun way for Jason to also have, I don't know, just a little challenge when it comes to his first Mustang. For me to have a little challenge with this girl. And we're really excited for it. So with all that being said, I got my tools laid out here. I've got probably more things than I need for the day. I don't know at what point we'll get to. Honestly, if I can get that neck tag off today, I'm going to be pumped. So I'm hoping that's as far as we can get today. We'll see if we can get any further than that. She's pretty friendly. So we'll see. This is like, if Honey is over here on the spectrum, these girls are like over here next to Rooster. So we'll see how far we get. But yeah, as soon as I step in this corral, then our time's going to start, kind of like Road to the Horse. I get 1 hour. And then as soon as I'm done with my hour, we'll take the chestnut out. We'll put the roan in. Jason gets his hour. And then we'll open up these panels and these girls can go back together at the end of the day. So that is our plan. Let's start.
All right.
Are you ready?
Are you nervous?
Not really.
Just excited.
Just excited.
As soon as you open the gate, I'll start the timer.
Oh, man. All right,
Timer
time
started.
starts. So even though we have 1 hour, we can take breaks. The time's still ticking, but we'll give our horses time to just kind of soak and relax. We'll try to talk through what we're thinking as we're going.
Maybe you will.
Yeah. So let me see if I can get her attention first. This is the thing with this girl. Good girl. She's not gonna... Hi. Okay, she says we can just touch. Hi. Good girl. I think this girl is gonna just be a little bit maybe pushy and a little bit apt to want to just be like, no, I don't feel like doing that. She's definitely not super reactive so far. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. She wants to nibble on me. She's just trying to scratch me back, but good girl. Can we touch you under here? Yeah. She says I'm pretty chill. Hi. One thing they did say is these neck tags, because these girls are so young, they don't really like leaving neck tags on these babies just because they are more apt to grow into them if someone wasn't to get the neck tag off right away. Hi, how are you? Oh yes, okay. You can sniff my face, but no teeth, please. They left us a lot of tail on this tag. Yes, they did. Should we try from this side? It has a little less tail on it. Which way does it need to go through? Let's try this. Good girl. Hi. Yes, hello. Your little eyeball's a bit goopy. Yeah. When we can, we might need to put some eye drops in that. Good girl. Don't paw me. Thank you. She's gonna be just like Josie, our mule. Oh my goodness. They really tied this knot tight, my friend.
Good. Hopefully mine's loose.
Good girl. Good girl. So I don't want to get too, even though she's being good, I don't want to get too like task driven. So if she starts getting to where she's like, I've had enough, then we'll just move on to something else. But we're going to try to get as much of this done as I can while she's just kind of having fun exploring me. Do not use your teeth. Thank you. Hi. Yes, you can sniff my face, but I don't want you to nibble my face. Okay.
Oh, geez.
Done.
It took almost exactly 4 minutes.
4 minutes. All right, session 1, 4 minutes. We got the neck tag off. This girl, I think it's going to be a little too easy to kind of forget that she's a wild Mustang, and you still have to be careful, even though she is like untouched. I mean, clearly she's pretty comfortable. They were a little bit more amped when we first got them home, but they sure have settled in good, and it's nice to give them a couple days just to settle in, because now they're like, okay. All right, so she's good with that. Hi. You want to sniff this? I do want to get her feet moving, though. She needs to learn she has to move for people. So I do want to get that kind of working. I'm just going to see what she thinks of this. Good girl. See if there's any particular spots that she's sensitive to, or if she's just like cool with it. Good girl. She's pretty cool with that. Oh, you gonna eat it? Okay. Okay. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Are you good with this string? Hi, you are so curious. Can I take like even a third of your curiosity and go give it to Honey? That would be great. Yes, that would be fantastic. Good girl. So good. Oh, she says yes. I made you right there. Good girl. You don't care about that string, do you? Good girl. Whoops. She does not care, man. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Flies cute. All right. All right, sweetie. We're going to ask you to go. I wouldn't be surprised if she, oh my gosh, this is the part. Good girl. I think this is going to be, you're going to be, you go this way. Oops, wrong way. I know. You need to move your feet. There you go. Good job. I'm sorry. I just want to be your buddy. Why are you moving me? Good girl. That was good. Now, even though she's really confident and seems almost kind of lazy right now, I do want to make sure I don't scare her. So I'm still going to reward her little tries, even though she's pretty darn chill. Let's work on this side. We haven't really touched you on this side. Are you okay over here? Yes. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Got a rope over your head. Okay. Okay. Can we put that over your nose? Yeah. Good follow there. That was nice. I wasn't planning on working on the halter on the first day, but we're just going to, I don't know if I'll get it on her, but we'll just work with it. Good girl. Hey. You're so good. What is that? Good girl. Oh yeah, she says, I want to sniff that more. Don't take it away. Are we going to eat it? Mm-hmm. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Nice job. Do not bite me. Thank you. I think the main thing with you is just gonna be getting you good girl. Not so pushy. Yes. Good girl. Nice job. Nice job. Good girl. That was good. So I like that there. I went to put the halter on her and she kind of turned her head. Hi, sweetie. Yeah. Were you someone's quarter horse they just let loose? Yeah, were you just someone's quarter horse they let loose? I'm pretty sure you're. So this is where I don't.
Isn't a brand under there?
Yeah, there is a brand. She really is a Mustang. So I'm going to see here if she can just give a little. Nice. And I'm going to take it off. So I don't want to get too focused on the task that I make her feel trapped and scare her. Good girl. See if I can get her to move. Not get kicked. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. See if I can get her to turn in. Good. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Nice, sweetie. Good job. Good girl. You're okay. Yeah, I don't want you to feel trapped. Okay. Hi, you're okay. You're okay. Good girl. What is that? Let's see. You're gonna eat that? Yes, you are gonna eat that. Good girl. Good girl. She says, I'm gonna eat it. Good girl. Good job. Good job, sweetie. Good girl. Yes, hi. Good girl. Good girl. Hey, that's pretty good. Until she decides maybe. She wants to hang out. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Oh, your neck popped pretty good right there. You're okay. Good girl. Just seeing where you're itchy and where you like it. Nice job. Good job. Yes. Good girl. Mm-hmm. Good. Oh, yep, I know. That's the scary part. Good girl. Good girl. See if she'll... There she goes. Good girl. Nice job. Nice job. She's so silly. Yeah, she's so silly. Good girl. You're okay, sis. I'm gonna hang on to this, but I'm gonna work on your mane. Good girl. Yes, good job. Good girl. Nice job. There you go, good girl. Good girl, sis. Yes, good girl. All right, we're gonna see if we can untangle your mane a little bit. We'll just let you hang out. The fact that I can even use two hands on her is really awesome. Yeah. Don't bite me. You can explore me, but don't use your teeth. You got quite the dread. The fly's starting to bug ya. Yeah. Good girl. Nice job, sweetie. Did she come back? Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Yes. Good girl. Got lots of little curly cues in your mane, sis. Yeah, we're going to put some detangler in there. Good job. Good job. Good girl. Hi. Yeah. That fly's bugging you, huh? Okay. Yeah, I'm just looking at your little eyeball. It is a little bit inflamed. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. There you go, sis. Good girl. Good girl, sis. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl. There you go. Good girl. Yes, good girl. Good girl. She's so cute. She has flies bad. Hopefully we can get some fly spray on her, like the SWAT stuff here soon.
Oh, yeah. You want me to grab it?
Maybe in a little while.
You still have 34 minutes.
Okay. Good girl. Nice job. She's pretty chill. She's like, I don't care. Good girl. Who's that? Huh? Yes. Good girl. Good girl. Rampon's excited. Good girl. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't use your teeth. Don't use your teeth, please. Oh, we found a good spot. Oh, that's a good spot. Good girl. Yes, good girl. You ready? Nice job. Nice job. Halter's a little small. Yeah, we're gonna have to get a bigger halter. It's too small, even for her.
Maybe the mailman brought one today.
Okay, and then will you go check for me? Hopefully one did. I'm going to try to run some stuff in her mane. All right, we're going to see how she feels about detangler. It's going to smell kind of funny. Hi. Oh, you're so sweet. It's just nap time now or what? You don't care? Does it smell weird? No? You don't care? Oh, hi, my friend. Okay, well, we're just going to detangle your mane then. You're a little weird about me on that side, huh? Yes, hi, sweetie. I am going to stay on this side, though. I know. Good job. Yes. I am going to stay on this side. Yeah, that trick's not going to work. I know. Just chill for a second and then I'll leave. Just calm for a second. Good girl. Hold your feet. No, I'm going to stay on this side. Yep. Good girl. There you go. Nice. Here's our problem. I could get a halter on her, I think, but we don't have a halter that doesn't have a lead rope attached, and I would really like one that doesn't have a lead rope attached. This was the one we took all of our halters over to our new lease, except for a few, and they all have lead ropes on them, or that red one I thought would work because she has such a small head, but nope, it's not. Oh, I might be getting this one.
And we have like 4 coming from our Amazon wish list.
Yeah, and thank you guys. We put some on our Amazon wish list because we don't have enough halters now. And so a lot of people, I think we have like 2 or 3 coming off of that. However, this lead rope is just so stiff.
This is my handicap. Alyssa has to get all the gear ready.
Yeah, that is really unfortunate. I don't know if I can get this off. Maybe if I go like this.
I really want that big Dale Brisby buckle, so this is perfect.
Okay, we got it. Yeah, that last time she did so good. I could have tied it, but it just wasn't big enough. I didn't want to crank it down on her head. That's not a good idea the first time. So we'll get her used to this one. I did get some detangler in her mane though.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Hi, sweetie. This one's different, but it's a lot bigger and a lot looser. It also smells like mules. She says, yes, it does smell like mule. So we're just going to start over. Good job. Good girl. Because this is a different halter. She's a little bit more weird about me on this side. Hi. You're okay, my friend. She says, I'm going to block you a little, but I'm going to do it in a very sweet and calm way. Oh. Yeah, I'm going to try to stay with her. Good girl. Till she stops her feet. I don't want her to get too bothered. Nice. See if she can come. Good. That was good. I just don't want her to run through the pressure and then learn she can do that. Good girl. There's a little lick and chew. Nice job. Nice job. Here, we're just going to put you with it over here. I know. Yes, we're going to work on you blocking people, though. Good job. We just scratch you from over here. How about that? People are good over here, too. She says, that's where they branded me, and I just don't feel as comfortable with you over there. Do you want to smell it? You're more than welcome to. Good job. I'm going to retreat over this way this time. Good job. She says, I don't really want you on that side. Yes, I am. I'm going to stay on this side, though. Thank you. Good girl. Yeah, I'm just going to hang out over here. Good girl. Nice. Okay. If she needs to leave, I'll just let her leave. Good girl. Good girl. It's very crooked. We need to fix it. She says, oh, it's really uncomfortable. I don't know about this halter. There we go, sweetie. Yeah, let's get that a little bit better for you.
So cute.
So I'm going to see if I can just get her to follow a little bit of pressure here. With no lead rope, this is a little bit good. Good job. Just a little bit of pressure. Can you follow that? Good.
Nice.
Good girl. Nice job, sweetie. So nice to have one that's not sensitive about their face.
Yes.
We have the most head shy Mustang ever right now. Good job. Yes. Can I go on this side? Okay. She says, I don't know about you on that side. Good girl. I know you're asking, but I need you to keep moving. Good girl. Want you to trot. Good girl. A little further. Right there. See if I can get her to turn it. Good girl. Good girl. I like that she wanted to, but she's so a little bit stuck and lazy that if I let her do that when she wants to, it's not going to take very much time before she just decides she can do that all the time. Good girl. I'll let her just think for a second here.
We still have 20 minutes.
20 minutes, girlfriend. 20 minutes. Oh, and we're just going to let her process a little longer if she's still processing. She doesn't freeze up, but she definitely just kind of goes along with stuff, and I don't really think she gets too worked up about it, even I don't think she's going internalizing stuff necessarily, but she does get concerned in her own little way. Good girl. Yes. Let's see if you feel okay about me tightening up your halter just a little bit here, sis. Yes, you're okay with that? Okay. I want to just hang out on this side. She's not as fond of me over here, so I just want to find a good itchy spot. Just make it enjoyable. Just make it enjoyable. She's asleep. All right, I'm going to try and clip this lead rope on. Well, first I'm going to let her, she's asleep right now, but I want to be mindful I don't scare her since she is kind of sleeping. Hi, sis. Can you wake up? Oh, she's definitely asleep.
So annoying.
Okay.
I had to sleep.
Yeah. There, you want to check it out? Good. Good girl. Good. All right. So I'm not going to ask for a whole lot. That was nice. I think she was going for a fly, but good girl. Just going to barely pick up until I can tell she notices it. She is very asleep right now, so we'll see here. You gotta wake up. There, she can feel that. So I don't want to get any firmer. Good. And just the slightest little bit, I'm going to let her have a release. I don't want to make her feel panicked. Even though she is really chill and kind of almost sleepy, I think if you put too much pressure on her, you could set her into a little bit of a panic. So, good girl. I'm kind of letting her pull that lead rope through my hand when she moves her head like that, just because I don't want her to feel trapped. Like even though she seems like she's done this before, she has never had a halter or a lead rope on before. She's never had pressure on her face like this. So this is just how cool her little brain is, and also why, good girl, also why I chose her. Because I just had a feeling, good girl. She's like, wait, I have to get flies over here. That she was just going to be an awesome little horse. First. There. That was good. She figured it out. She shifted her weight for me. Good job. I'm going to try to take all the pressure off from this lead rope. Just kind of let it hang. Hi, sweetie. You're doing good, my friend. First day of school. Oh, her little eyeball. I'm glad she's so friendly. I should be able to put maybe some eye drops or something in there sooner than later. Get some fly spray on it. I don't know if it's just from the flies or if she kind of has some allergies. I don't see any I don't see any cloudiness in there, which is good. Just is a little bit inflamed. All right, we're gonna try it this way. Good girl. Might have been from the flies, but she still did the right thing. She's gonna play with that lead rope. Okay, I'm gonna ask her to give. I'll let her take her head away. Good. As soon as she brings it back, I'm gonna release the pressure. Ask again, nice and soft. Good girl. Good girl. Good girl. Literally the chillest Mustang ever. She's like, I don't know, probably 5 times easier than Rooster.
Yeah. I know, you've got all ends of the spectrum now.
I got
like a good
middle ground.
Average good one with Rooster.
Yep.
You got a really hard one with Honey. Now you got an even above average good one.
Yeah, she's like, this is the kind that if she was old enough, I would be riding in like a week. You know what I mean? Just like.
What are you gonna name her?
I don't know. She says, that smells funny. Dude, you were like you're just domestic. You're just a domestic, I think. This is not typical for a Mustang, so. Yeah, you're too easy. I think you're gonna be a little lazy and sassy, but as far as, will you follow me? Will you follow me? Good. Can we actually lead? We haven't officially like led yet. We've just kind of been, you're so good. You're giving the pressure really nice. But we need that to mean something down to your feet now. Good girl. I like that. You are making the right choice. But then you need to move your feet. Good. Good. Yes. Good job. That was really nice, sweetie. We're going to try to brush out your little dreads. Yes, we are. Hi. We got a lead rope. We got a brush. She says, I am just ready to be pampered. You know, I did the wild thing for a while. Not for me. Just not for me. It's like I heard about these like stalls and these like fancy blankets and fly spray, and I think that's the life I want. Good girl, are you ready? Nice. Yes. Good girl. It makes a funny noise, huh? Especially on these little, especially on your dreads. Yes, it does. Jason thought for sure I was going to pick that curly because we kind of talked about the curly when we went and picked up, when we went and looked. He looked at that roan. He really liked the roan. So I could have chose between this curly mare and this little chestnut here. And so Jason ended up filming a lot of that curly and like really none of this chestnut. So, but she came up right away and was like checking me out. And I don't know, she just seemed super chill. She was like laying flat out right next to us. We were on the other side of the fence, but she just was like taking a nap, did not care we were there. She woke up and sat up and she's just like, okay, whatever. Like, I don't care. And so, I don't know, I just had a feeling that she was going to be pretty dang chill. She is definitely more chill than I even thought she was going to be. This is not typical. Good girl. It's the kind of horse that makes you look like you're a super good horseman when the horse is just really easy. All right, my friend, we got that one combed out. Can we brush your mane from the other side? That's your side you're a little bit more concerned on. She's so calm. I'm going to put myself in between the panel and her, kind of right here. I feel like I could get out of the way pretty quickly if I needed to. If she was more amped, then I would, I'm going to block her here and just not let her. Hi, good girl. Good girl. I know. We're not going to use that as an exit strategy. As soon as she takes a step and stops her feet, then I'll stop and release. Yes. I know, you're being very nice about it. We'll just wait. There's a stick. That's not an exit either. Good girl.
You have 5 minutes.
5 minutes, sweetie. Good girl. Yes. Try brushing a little bit more. Good job. There you go. See, you don't need to block me. Good girl. Hey, that's pretty good. That was nice. You didn't try that time. 5 more minutes, sweetheart. Should have brought my tools out in here. It's a little bit harder to go reach them. Good girl. Nice, sis. Good job. Good job, sis. Good job. All right. Just in case there's any stress with the halter, I'm going to go ahead and take it off a little early. Good girl. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to unclip this. Nice girl. Nice girl. Girl, I feel like we could have worked on picking up her feet today. All the things. Good job, sweetie. All the things. I think for my last little bit of time, I'm going to try to just put a little bit more of the swat on her face. Just so she doesn't have flies bugging her. Yes, what is that? Hi, my friend. I'm going to kind of really glunk this on, especially this eyeball, because the flies are just really... Oh, she says, I'm just itchy. I don't even care that your hands smell weird. Girlfriend, you're just too cool. I'm going to put it in your forelock a little. Hi, my friend. Yes. Yeah. Good job. She's going to look just like a little quarter horse. Like when she gets all groomed up and stuff. Good job, my friend. Heck yeah, sweetie. We got your mane untangled. Spend a little bit more time on this side.
I feel like you should prove that she's a Mustang and show us her little
Oh,
freeze
yeah.
band.
Just to prove. Okay? She is. She really is a Mustang. She really is branded. She really was rounded up. I know it's hard to believe. People are going to think she's just a little cutting bred quarter horse. But no, she has her Mustang brand. So, she really is a Mustang. She's just a very unusual Mustang. We have a very unusual Mustang on, like we said, the far end of the spectrum of being extremely head shy, not curious, doesn't care about people. And then we have the other end of the spectrum of like, she's just domestic. She's just decided she's domestic, I think. So I'm still trying not to push it with her. Because one like this, I think you could push too far because she's just so easy that you're like, kind of get greedy and you want to be like, can I pick up your feet? Can we do this? Can we do a bunch of groundwork? Can we? And she's just being so good that I don't want to push her. I want to build a relationship with her. I want her to feel safe. I don't want her to feel like, I think she's probably going to be, even though she's got some spunk, I think she's going to be a little bit on the lazy side. So I don't want her to feel like every time she comes in here, it's just going to be work.
40 seconds.
40 seconds, girlfriend. Do I have to get all my tools out? Is it like Road to the Horse?
Yeah, if you don't get all your tools and yourself out, I get all your points.
In 40 seconds, I don't kick me in the head. And we're out. Time. I'm pretty sure I could have there's my time. Touched her legs with a flag. I probably could have, there's so much more I could have done, I think, with this girl.
That was awesome. Nice job.
I'm pretty happy with that. All right, well, we're gonna get our tools organized. We're gonna get this little girl moved out and move the roan in, and then Jason gets a turn. But gosh, she's amazing. Like I said, we've had him here for, I think, 3 days, just letting him settle in, kind of getting him on a gut program, letting him kind of, just get used to like our neighbors and all that stuff. Deer coming through, our dogs, that sort of thing. And, we've been coming out and just like looking at them, and if they want to come over and sniff us, we'll let them and stuff like that, but we haven't like worked with them. And she's way better than I even thought she was going to be. I thought she was going to be pretty chill and pretty easy, and I thought maybe I would get the neck take off today, but I didn't expect to get the neck take off in like 4 minutes or whatever that was. So
bogus.
I also didn't expect to get a halter on her right away. So Jason's roan reminds me a lot of Rooster, where she's like more standoffish. Rooster at first didn't want you to touch him. He kind of wanted to check you out, but if you attempted to touch him, he was like, no. And I think Jason's roan's going to be the same way. So I could see her taking just a little bit longer than this chestnut, but I really think overall she's got a great mind as well, and shouldn't take too long. I don't feel like the playing fields are quite even with these two. I do think the chestnut is a little more chill. However, when it comes to forward movement, I think Jason's going to have the advantage, and I think she's maybe going to get a little bit more of an attitude, and also just be a little lazier and a little bit I had to tap her pretty good, and I'm like, okay, girl, we need to move your feet. So that's not normal either. So I think Jason will probably have the advantage of forward movement over this girl. I might have to get a little firm with her to get her to move forward at first. So, but yeah, she's content just to hang out and take a nap, and she's like, cool, do whatever. So I'm really happy with her. So anyway, names. Back to the names. We need names for these girls. We don't have names for either one of them. So she's like a little cow pony type. She actually kind of is, I don't know, I was thinking she was a little spicy and a little sassy, and I kind of like the name Tamale maybe for her. But I don't know that she's necessarily spicy and sassy now. She's just kind of good. So I do think she would be fun to do something with cows. She does have some speed, and she does have a little bit of sass. If you have a good name suggestion, please let us know. I like kind of unique, unusual names, sort of Western names, maybe something a little native. So anyway, if you can think of something, let me know.
All right, are you guys ready? This is my first ever Mustang, and I'm super excited to work with her. This is gonna be really fun. I am fully aware that I am not a professional horse trainer, let alone a professional Mustang trainer. So you guys can just kind of learn along with me. I'm just gonna do the best I can. And it'll actually be really nice for me to look back at the footage and be like, oh, I should have done this better, should have had better timing here, and things like that. So just gonna have fun and do our best, and you guys can come along on the journey. I already know I'm not winning the big belt buckle because Alyssa and her horse just hit it off like that. So we're just gonna have fun and learn as we go, and see how this goes.
She looks curious and ready to go.
It is nice that even though she's a little bit wilder than yours, she does have that curiosity, which is going to be a big help.
Yes. She reminds me a lot of Rooster.
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit unsure, but very curious and still sweet.
Oh man, I'm so excited. I literally am so excited. This is my first Mustang ever. So here we go. Ready? Timer engaged.
And starting now. Timer started.
Hi. How's it going? I don't have a really good checklist. Like Alyssa kind of knows like what to do in what order. My main priority is just building a little connection with her. Good girl.
That's all. Yeah, that's all mine is too.
Good girl. Good.
Nice.
Nice job. What's my time? First touch. What's my time?
I think you beat me on that one.
Good girl.
Look at her.
Nice. Nice. Good job. She's actually really brave because you could tell that she's worried, but the curiosity is kind of overriding it, which is awesome. After honey, it's easy to get a little bit gun shy. Like, I hope they have that curiosity because it all hinges on that curiosity.
It does. Yeah, Mustangs with no curiosity are just so much harder to...
Nice job. Good girl. She's like, I'm good touching it.
Yeah,
Good job.
a good start.
We have our percussionist in the background over here.
Old Chestnut is
Look at her.
over there. She knocked their feeder over.
We put her hay net, or put their hay net in there so they don't have to eat out of the dust. And they just, this one here is who paws it over.
The hay net's behind her now. She's just... I don't know
girl.
what she's doing.
Good job. You still curious? Nice job. Yeah.
She's so much like Rooster.
Mm-hmm. Nice job. Did your time go faster or slower than you thought for your 1 hour?
It actually went a little bit slower than I thought it
Oh
would.
really? You're like, oh, I got more time. An hour I think is pretty good. Especially for a youngster like this.
Yeah.
Nice.
An hour's quite a bit of time. When you have a really touchy one, like honey, it's easy for an hour to go by really quickly. But when one's doing so good, you're like 10 minutes and you're like, well, that was enough for right now.
Yeah. Good girl. Yeah, nice job. Good girl. All right, if I walk around this side of you? Nice. I want to see what she thinks about the flag. Nice. Good girl. Good girl.
Hey, good girl.
Good job. Good job. Yeah, good. Good. I don't really have as much to say as Alyssa while I'm doing stuff. I just kind of have to think about actually what I'm doing instead of talking through it.
Well, when you go to give her a break, you can just kind of say how you feel about her, what you notice with her.
Once you get good at things and they become automatic, then you have the mental space, I think, to like coach or talk your way through it. But
it's hard to talk while you're doing stuff because you're kind of present with the horse and you're sort of in the moment.
Good girl. I think I'll move her around just a teeny bit. Side eye the camera. Past your buddy. Keep flowing. Keep flowing. Nice. Yeah, I have a hard time. Like, I like that she wanted to stop and be curious, but I wasn't quite asking her yet to do that.
I think what you did was the right call. If you know that she's kind of has a spot where she gets, where she wants to stop naturally, you could ask her, you know, kind of as she's coming to it. Not by her friend, but.
Right.
But I think you made the right call.
And she wasn't exactly tuned into me there, but
Nice.
good. A lot of flies out here, huh?
Nice.
Nice.
Good turn, girl. Like how she turned into you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
She's getting it now.
Good girl. What I'm trying and doing a poor job of is giving her peace when she's mentally tuned into me and just making her move when she's not mentally tuned into me.
We do have a lot of distractions today, too. The neighbors are working on their shop home. We got other neighbors setting up irrigation. Got our dogs barking at the UPS guy, the mail lady earlier. But it's all good. She's like, are you serious about it, though? I guess he was. Feels nice.
Don't smudge it.
This is her world. I'm just living in it.
It's easy to do because you can watch a ton of videos, and for me, I like watch you work with them a lot, and you kind of get to the point to where you know what's going on and you know what the person is about to do. But then when you're in with a horse by yourself, and there's probably people watching this who can relate, you're in with them yourself, you're like, I don't really know the best thing to do, like the best next step. So I'll definitely ask. Feel like she's a nice mover.
She's a really nice mover. He's feeling a little bit fresh because her friend's running around too.
See if I can take a minute and get to where I could just touch her again.
Yeah.
Good job.
So Jason was moving her feet around because she was kind of ignoring him.
Nice.
And then she kept trying to switch directions on him, and he wanted to have her go the way he asked her to go. It's kind of them pushing through pressure when they try to switch directions.
Nice. Good girl.
So just staying consistent with what he was asking. And then once she could do that, then he allowed her to stop, and now he's just reestablishing that touch and some peace while he's there next to her.
Nice. Good girl.
So this is just the first part of building some communication with one another.
Well, you don't have to move. She's like, you were making me move though.
Yeah, she was like, pretty sure that means move.
Nice.
Minutes.
I have 38 left?
Yep.
That's good. You like Cafe Mule?
She's like, I like Cafe Mustang better.
Cafe Wild Horse. Yum. That's actually kind of good. Having something strange in my hand and her just checking it out like that. Shouldn't take that for granted.
No,
Different.
she overall is really pretty chill.
Yeah. Different smell, different look.
She really reminds me of Rooster. Oh, that's good. Look at that. I love that.
Good girl.
Especially after honey. Y'all don't take
Nice.
it for granted if your Mustang wants to nibble on something and check it out.
Good girl. Yeah. You want some more Cafe Mule?
Look at her.
Yeah. Good girl. Good job. Good girl. Yeah. Good girl.
Are you so excited to pull that neck tag off your first Mustang?
Yeah. I really would like to scratch her today, but I don't know if we'll get there in the next 35 minutes. Good girl.
I'm curious to see if she's more sensitive around her face or her rear end.
Yeah.
Like, is she going to be okay with you scratching her shoulder but not around her face? Or is she like, my face is good, but further back in my neck it gets scary?
You're pretty
That's
good with her
good.
face so far.
Yeah, she is. That's so good.
Nice. Good girl. Good girl. Yeah. I feel kind of good. Good.
Girl.
Yeah.
Got her.
Feel and timing of like getting out while the getting's good is like a interesting balance. Probably once you've worked with hundreds of colts, it comes natural, but it's like something that is on my mind. I'm like, let her be curious for a while, but then also get out while the getting's good.
Yeah.
Nice. She's doing a little better. You probably could barely tell, but where my energy is moving toward her and she doesn't move away. Before it was like she'll come up to me, but if I put any energy in her direction, she's like, nah, I'm good, I'm out.
This is
Yeah.
great. Like what she's doing right now and just being okay with that and curious. This is awesome. She's like, oh my gosh, it's all the way in my mouth.
Probably salty from scratching a honey bun.
Probably.
It's kind of good, huh? Let's see if I could kind of work up toward her jaw a little bit. She says, I don't know. I might need to take a step back. Oh, I waited too long. I was just talking about that. I got a little ways and then I got greedy. I didn't really get greedy. I just wanted to get as much as I could. Maybe that's called greed. Is that greedy, Roni? What do these people need to name you? What do you want your name to be? We were almost thinking Sierra, like, well, I shouldn't give any ideas, but we kind of like Sierra, like the Sierra Nevada country. Good job. Yeah, good girl. Whoa. She's definitely curious. She's like checking me out big time. Nice job. Let's see what happens here. She's pretty tight. Good job. I love, you guys will see probably later, she obviously has the blaze that runs down, but then on her bottom lip, she has a little pink mark on, even on clear across on her bottom lip. It's really cute.
And she has a little extra white spot above her blaze.
Yeah.
Further up on her forehead. Like a little random star up there.
I want to let her be as curious as she can. Like, it's kind of tempting to try and push the envelope a little bit, but it's like keeping that curiosity in her and letting her kind of engage with things is definitely the number one priority. If she disengages, then we can kind of move and reset, but as long as she's being curious and checking things out, probably just let her.
Yeah, I think this is great.
Nice job.
And for her, it's like even this first day, if all you do is just kind of establish that, you know, you're not out to get her, I think you'll be chipping along. Like, I don't think you can't go too slow, you know what I mean?
Right. You can feel safe enough to be curious.
Exactly.
Nice job.
That's the other challenge with having an actual timeline is, you know, you gotta kind of plan ahead and be like, okay, I don't want to start anything I can't,
Yeah.
like, finish on a good note on.
I'd really like to scratch by her little neck tag. Barely got out in time.
So why don't you tell people what happened?
What's that?
Why don't you tell people what just happened?
Oh,
What you noticed?
well, I would like to scratch by her neck tag, at least with this stick. And so I'm kind of working in that direction, letting her be curious, taking some time to check things out. And then I'll try and move toward that neck tag. And when I put it up toward there, you could see her weight just start to shift back a teeny bit. And I got out just before she took a step back away from me. And then she was able to kind of relax and be like, okay, it got kind of in my bubble and then out, and I didn't have to leave. So let's try
He
again.
is so much like Rooster.
Oh, good girl. Good job. Yeah. Good. Good girl.
He's like, I like the smell of your mustache wax.
Yeah, wow, you are so curious. Nice job. Good girl. It's a little like nerve-wracking having a untouched horse that close to your face, but you could tell by her eyes and her ears that she's just checking me out. She's not about to go ka-chomp, you know. If she was more fearful looking or tighter looking and less curious, then I would definitely not let her that close to my face. This is my moneymaker, people. We can't have horse bites on it.
She's like, let me
Good
bite
job.
of that mustache.
Little bite of that mustache, huh? Good girl. Alyssa went so fast that it's easy to not see, like, I don't know. You could probably see how awesome this horse is. She really has a lot of curiosity and a little, maybe even more courage than the other one, because the other one's just not afraid at all. This one has a little bit of fear, but she's kind of pushing through it and checking me out, even though she is a little bit afraid.
She is.
Let's do a little bit on this other side if we can, just for fun, just to build a little balance.
I think she's actually clipping along faster than Rooster did.
Nice job.
I think it was like that by the end of the day, or maybe even the second day, that he even felt comfortable enough to really check me out. And she's already there.
If you guys want to watch some fun, educational, entertaining Mustang videos, oh, big yawn. Check out Rooster's first few days here with us. He was enough of a challenge that you could learn a lot from watching, but he also kind of clicked along with Alyssa really well, so it was really enjoyable to watch and be a part of. Nice. All right, how much time do I have? I think I'm gonna push the envelope just a little bit and try and scratch her with this as long
You
as I have
have
time.
27 minutes, so you have
27?
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Still half your time.
So that gives plenty of time. If she gets elevated, we'll have time to come back and end on a good note.
Yeah.
So she just heard the neighbor's horse whinnying. She definitely likes to have things right in front of her. If she's a little unsure, she's like, let me just put my face on this. I don't know if you guys
the neighbor's horses running over there.
could
so
see
she's
that
a
little twitch in her shoulder. So, like, I definitely could touch her when she's distracted, but that would kind of probably betray the trust a little bit and also just set us back a teeny bit.
Good girl.
Good job. She's like, that was just annoying. It felt like a fly. Good job not leaving all the way. So when she takes a step back like that, you don't want to just take the pressure off. And this is a question for you, Alyssa. You don't want to just take the pressure off, but if I just walk toward her and keep moving that stick, it's going to just elevate her and she'll eventually run away. So do you just wait until she kind of comes back engaged with you? Like, watch. So stay with her and
Yeah, and you could walk kind of out to her side even.
Stay.
This is where having a little bit of a smaller pen is handy. So I would just wait until...
And engaged.
Yeah, perfect. Until she just tries. Even if she goes trotting around the corral, I would just hold that.
Keep the pressure on it, even if it's not in the exact same spot on her shoulder, because it can't be.
Yeah, and
you
you
just
can
keep
still
some sort of pressure on.
try to be kind of slow with your movements, so that way she doesn't mistake it for your driving her. But yeah, keep that stick up, and when she finally engages with you, then you can back off.
You got a heck of a dread.
One thing, if she is more comfortable with her face, is you could try to touch her nose, actually initiate the touch and start touching further up on her forehead with your hand.
Oh.
you know, and just real quick, and then walk away, come back up, touch, walk away, and see if maybe you could start touching just straight on her face. Yeah, just hang with it. Almost. Nice.
That was a little bit towards me, engaged.
Yeah, there she's coming in.
Nice job.
She's a clever girl, and she really wants to try.
She's like, what the? Got me by the jugular. There's deer running up there. Oh, now they're running back the other way.
A lot of deer in our neighborhood today.
I think it's the same herd. I think they just did a lap.
Yeah,
There's a little spike in there.
yeah. It's been bouncing around.
That was good. I kind of came up kind of fast, huh?
Good girl.
The other thing is, you talk about making the right thing easy and the wrong thing difficult. But, like, you can kind of trap her and make her stay with you. You know, you can be like, kind of cut her off. And then, see, like, she wants to leave. So she's leaving. And then, be like, no, now it's going to be more difficult for a second.
Yep.
So I don't know if the right thing to do is cut her off and be
No.
like, no, you have to stay.
I wouldn't.
Or let her go and then be like, okay, now I have to trot around.
I would let her go.
I think
She-
that's the right thing to do.
She gets a little bit anxious, and I think for her, moving her feet is going to help her kind of get back into a better mindset.
I'm surprised how good she is with things like rubbing on her face.
You could also give her like bigger releases by like walking further away from her. You'll have to approach her more.
Yeah.
But instead of her feeling like she needs to leave, you could leave before she leaves, you know?
Good choices. She's definitely engaged, which is awesome. She's at least thinking. Nice. Good.
Good girl, if she's yawning.
What a cool horse.
She is. I bet she's gonna come around really quick. Like it's gonna be, you know, a little bit of this, like, I don't know. But I bet it just clicks with her. And when it does, I bet she'll just be like, you're my buddy.
Yeah. Nice job.
I love her curly little forelock.
I do too. She's
I'm
1/16 curly.
Yeah, I'm so curious if she's got some curly in her background.
See if I can walk up all the way to her.
Nice job,
Good.
girl.
Can you meet me in the middle? Nice.
That was really good.
Go on the main side. Go on your left a little. Oh man, I got too close. Good girl. What's over there?
I think just a few more full releases is going to help her kind of be like, okay, nice.
Good girl. Good. My time's probably almost up, huh? This is where the downside of having them right next to their buddy comes in, because instead of thinking about touch and release and come down, she's touch and release, and then, hey, how's it going, buddy?
Yep. So see if you can kind of draw her out away from her friend now. I remember at first, just looking at you is pretty good.
I'm committed though.
Okay. Nice. There you go. Good job, girlfriend. If she goes back to that corner, I'd put a little pressure
here,
on.
Little cow pony.
Yeah.
Good girl.
Yeah.
Good girl.
There you go. Nice.
Good. And back to your buddy. Nice. She's pretty awesome. I'm gonna call that good. It does throw a kink in there having their buddy ride up against the fence. So now it's like she's not thinking about what we worked on at all. She's just like, oh, peace with my friend. So that's not the best, but she did really good.
She did. She learned some things.
Yeah, got a lot of touches, and she definitely feels safe up close. It's just me putting energy toward her that is the challenge for her. I like her curiosity though.
She is very curious.
Yeah. I wish we could do another session right now. But with these babies, it's kind of nice to have to keep it short. Obviously, if we were in a bad spot, I would just forfeit the day and we would just stay in there and end on a good note. But it is kind of nice to have the 1 hour timeline. You just work for a while, get in, get out. And then tomorrow we'll do another single session day. And then starting day after tomorrow, I think we'll break it up into 2 1 hour sessions.
Yes.
Right? Yeah.
I think so.
So that'll be perfect. It's kind of a nice, it's a privilege to be able to do 2 1 hour sessions with them.
Yeah,
Let them totally come down and grab lunch, edit a video, come out and do another session.
Good job.
It's fun working with her. It's a lot to think about. It's definitely, it's obviously very dynamic, and timing is such a big part of it. You don't really have time to like stop and think a lot. And so it's definitely a challenge to learn how to set them up for success really well. But it's probably really rewarding when you get good at it. That's fun.
Don't do that. Now what?
Like, look what I did.
Yeah. Not even your foot's starting to pull the panels with you. Thank you guys so much for watching. We're going to be sharing daily updates on these 2 girls for a while as we work through the gentling process and see how they progress. This first video was definitely a longer one since there was so much to explain and catch you up on, but the videos will probably get a bit shorter as we settle into the day-to-day progress with these mares. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to follow along on the journey, and we will see you guys on the next one.